the shots on goal for the Washington Capitals. Both teams headed back out into the ice now for the start of sudden death overtime. Meadowlands, during the regular season, of course, overtime consists of a 5-minute period. First goal wins it. In the playoffs, you simply go 20 minutes at a time, a full hockey period, until the game is settled. You can think back over playoff games that have been played in the past with the Capitals and especially the New York Islanders, where the Caps have come up with some big wins at home, had a very disappointing loss one night before Easter when Pat LaFontaine scored to eliminate the Capitals in a 7th game. And of course, the Caps came back the next year to score in overtime on a goal by Dale Hunter that beat the Philadelphia Flyers, and in turn, the Caps faced these same New Jersey Devils. During the regular season, Washington had 2 wins, 1 loss, and 6 ties during sudden death overtime. The Capitals have 4 wins and 5 losses in the playoffs in overtime. During the regular season, the Devils had 3 overtime wins, 4 losses, and 9 ties. So New Jersey has played more overtime than have the Capitals this year, but the Caps certainly have more playoff experience when it comes to extra sessions.
And I do remember a goal last year also in the playoffs that Kelly Miller scored in the Spectrum for a dramatic overtime victory in Game 3 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
He's kind of Mr. Overtime, isn't he?
He's had a number of overtime successes. Of course, you always think about Hunter, as you mentioned, and you know the Capitals have to pay a close eye on McLean, Muller, and of course Peter Stastny as well. These guys, Stastny, which certainly is such a great veteran player. McLean has had a history of scoring big goals for this franchise, and against the Washington Capitals, Kirk Muller certainly has been a tremendous thorn in the side. 18 goals, 28 assists in 42 games against the Washington Capitals for his career. But Dale Hunter is the man out there to start things off. For Terry Murray, he's out there with Cicerelli, Bob Joyce, Rouse and Stevens working, and a defensive line, for the most part, that John Cunniff puts out there. Of course, Terry Murray has to put the first line out, and Cunniff matches him, going with Maley, Brown, and Conacher, with a Danico-Belichick defense pairing. Mike Ridley can come out to skate the warm-up, but then goes right back to the Capital dressing room, as he's not even on the bench. He's just already back in the dressing room.
Remember, Sean Burke only had to see 3 Washington shots during the 3rd period. So we'll see how the Capitals do. Cicerelli jumped on him early in this game tonight and scored 2 goals in the first minute and 47 seconds of the game. Maley's offside, but gets off a shot anyway. The faceoff will be out of the neutral zone.
I think this guy's played a strong game tonight. David Maley is voted the unsung hero on the New Jersey Devil team this year, on the professional hockey writers in the area, and has played a strong contest. And this is a pretty interesting line with Conacher, Maley, and Brown. They can do a number of things. You think of them basically as a defensive-oriented line, but we've seen some pretty good plays from them on the offensive scheme of things.
Here's Hunter at the blue line. His shot blocked by Danico, and now it's dumped in behind the New Jersey net. Bob Joyce rubbed out on the play. The puck thrown behind the goal by Conacher. Up the boards for Brown. Brown starts ahead to center. Now we've got Hunter behind the play with Maley pushing and shoving. Oh, and Hunter is knocked down by Maley at the blue line, and it looks like some extra time might be coming to David Maley. He and Hunter were tied up behind the play and had given each other a shove. Then Maley with an extra shot, and that might earn him an extra 2 minutes. Let's see what Dennis Morrell calls as he sends the players to the penalty box.
That's just 2 and 2. Here's the battle. Hunter sending Maley into the boards, and then they both get sticks and fists up into the face. Hunter's knocked down, responds with a shot to Maley, and both of them going off for roughing.
Dale Hunter, the double, number 8, David Maley. Time, 45 seconds. 2 each roughing. The Capitals, number 32. Neither team will get a power play advantage out of it. Coincidental minors and a face-off back in the Washington zone. Langway is out on defense with Hatcher. It's Pavanka with Miller Tucker. Stastny on for the Devils. Muller on his right. Brook on the left. Kasatonov and Fetisov on the blue line. Slap shot by Fetisov off Miller's skate to the corner. Here's Langway clearing up the boards. Kelly Miller starts to center. Gets across the blue line of New Jersey. A slap shot blocked by Muller to the corner. Now Stastny taken out by Langway. The puck dragged back to Kevin Hatcher. Hatcher dumps it in. And Burke plays it along the boards. Up the right wing side for Brook. Now to Stastny. Throws it into the Washington zone. Muller ties up on the play. Stastny tries to move it out to Burke. Pavanka prevents that. Now a slap shot by Kasatonov, and Liut makes the save. And the puck cleared into the Devils players bench. And play is stopped.
These rebounds have been cut off pretty hard off Mike Liut tonight. It's cost the Capitals a couple goals with these rebounds. See Kasatonov just striding, or just standing there, and then with that hard motion, and there again, that another hard rebound coming out, but Kevin Hatcher's got to control in his skates and clear up the boards with Brook breathing down his neck.
Patrick Sundstrom. McLean knocked down by Druce, and the puck cleared out to center ice. Berglund tries to break it free, and back comes Danico. Ken Danico ahead to Shanahan. Left side Sundstrom across the line. McLean, and his shot blocked by Stevens. Here's John Druce now to stick handle out of his own zone up to center ice. At the blue line. Leads it over to Stevens, and the play is offside, Washington.
Rob Murray had gotten trapped in with that little extra move. Murray getting this assignment out there to try and slow down Patrick Sundstrom. Now Terry Murray changes up his troops. John Tucker, who played a little bit of right wing out there a moment ago when Pavanka was taking the face-off, will come out now and with Hunter in the box apparently work at center ice between Ciccarelli and Bob Joyce. Hunter started the overtime period at center between these two.
Well, we're told that the Arsenio Hall show will be seen in its entirety following the hockey game. Right now, a 4-4 lockup between the Capitals and the Devils here in sudden death overtime. Jamie Huscroft flips it all the way down the ice. It gets away from Johansson, and Liut's going to have to play it. No icing. Up the right wing boards for Sheehy. Sheehy to Ciccarelli. Dino Ciccarelli out to center ice. Tucker across the blue line. Tries to get around Danico. Goes to the corner. Tucker's centering pass picked off by Danico. Ken Danico for the Devils. Up to center. In across the Washington blue line. 3-on-3. And a drop pass for Brown with all kinds of room, but Brown couldn't handle the puck. Back comes Bob Joyce. Played away by Belichick. Burke. Into the corner. Joyce gets elbowed by Danico. The puck cleared up the boards. Shot by Pavanka. And Burke decides to hang on to his right.
Well, just absolutely no work for Sean Burke over the last half an hour of this contest. 3 shots on goal in the third period against him, and the last shot on goal was that long drive from Tim Berglund from just a couple strides in from center ice, so that was really no test at all. Capitals yet to register a shot on goal so far in this overtime period. The Devils with 1. But I know a lot of goaltenders don't like those long lulls. I'm not so sure about Sean Burke. I'm probably at this point happy to see the great defensive work continue in front of him. But a number of goaltenders like to get at least some regular shots at him. Now to have to try and come up with a big save after not seeing any tough chances for the last 40 minutes is going to be very difficult.
Penalties are over to Hunter and Maley. Tie up in front of the net. Backhand shot by Miller. And he sends it across the goal mouth. Hatcher in the corner. Held up on the play and thrown to the ice by Muller. Now here's Hunter. A wrist shot. It's right through the pads of Burke. But he's got it in there somehow and has trapped it. It appeared to get past the pads of Sean Burke, but he got just enough of it and sat down quickly to stop the puck.
What a great job by Dale Hunter. With Kevin Hatcher coming in on that initial chance to keep it in the zone, Hunter simply rotated back into Hatcher's position and was in position to come up with this shot. John Burke should have been able to see that all the way, but it looked like he didn't until the last second and really wasn't sure if he had it completely squeezed. But there's the savvy of a guy like Dale Hunter, reading the play, recognizing that the right point man has come down to try and keep the puck in the zone. So you go back to make sure the Devils don't break out on a 2-on-1 of their own, and then he comes up with a scoring opportunity. The first Capital shot on goal. Now John Tucker out there to take this face-off. He'll go against Stastny. Stastny wins it from him.
Belichick has it behind the goal over to Danico. We're in sudden death overtime. The game tied 4-4. Here's Danico ahead to center. Throws it into the Washington zone, picked off there by Hatcher. Left wing pass. Michael Pavanka across the blue line and tries to feed it to Bob Joyce. Joyce into the corner. Danico tries to work it free. Now Tucker trying to center, and it comes all the way to the blue line. Hatcher keeps it in. Joyce, a wrist shot wide into the corner. Kirk Muller starts back for New Jersey. Out of the zone to center. Hatcher lugs it back inside New Jersey ice. Burke leaves it there for Danico. Danico starts to center, now to Muller. He's across the blue line. Kirk Muller coming on, chased by Scott Stevens, and Stevens pokes the puck free. Leads it out of the zone. Bruce up to the center line. Drop back to the blue line now for Bob Rouse. Rouse on the right wing. Taken by Berglund, still in neutral ice. Tim Berglund dumps it back inside the New Jersey zone. Brooks bumped on the play, but the pass out comes to Fetisov. Here's Fetisov ahead to Sundstrom. Sundstrom inside the Washington zone. Wrist shot stopped by Liut. Played off the boards. And now out comes Murray. Brendan Shanahan. Cleared back inside the Washington zone now by McLean. Here's Stevens to take it. Scott Stevens creeps slowly to center. Now feeds it to Hatcher. Hatcher sends it across the line back inside the Devils zone. Fetisov behind the net, chased by Kelly Miller. Miller holds up Fetisov. Cicerelli trying to work it free, but Kasatonov comes in and takes the puck. Right side pass for Sundstrom. He gets by Langway. Now Hunter is there and clears it off the glass. Out to center ice for Miller. Right side Cicerelli. Dino Cicerelli's slap shot blocked by Kasatonov to the corner. Burke plays it up the boards. At the point, Hatcher keeps it in. Right auto shot. And a goal! Cats win in overtime. Hat trick for Dino Cicerelli. On the rebound of a long shot, let it come out to the side of the net, and Cicerelli pops it home, and the Capitals win game one in sudden death overtime, 5-4.
Well, the Devils never had themselves set. The Capitals did a great job of keeping the puck in, keeping it alive, and putting a smile on the face of that man. And Dino Cicerelli, who started everything off in great fashion for the Capitals, finishes the game off in even better fashion, giving the Capitals an important win in this series, starting it off, getting the home ice advantage back their way, and having another underdog team coming out and winning the opening game. Dino Cicerelli should be the first star of this game. They're holding him off. Here comes the call.
Third of the game. Assist number 4, Kevin Hatcher at 5:34.
Hatcher assisting on the goal at 5:34. Cicerelli's third of the night. Shots in the overtime, 3 for the Caps, 2 for the Devils, 30 for the Devils in the game, and 24 for Washington. Back with more after this.
My son Jeff, skateboard fanatic, music lover, guitarist.
Patrick Division semifinal series. Again, we remind you we will have the Arsenio Hall show for you in its entirety right after this telecast. But Dino Cicerelli, star of the hockey game here tonight. And Dino, big win.
Well, it's a great win for us. You know, the whole team played well, starting with Mike Liut. He made some unbelievable saves for us. And credit all the guys because we stuck with it. You know, we're up 4-2, and it's tough when you're in the other building. They come back and get 2 goals. But we stuck with the game plan and hard work, and I was fortunate to get that last goal.
All right, we're going to get a look at that last goal, the game-winning goal that gives the Caps the 1-0 lead in the series.
Burke just shot around the net, and I knew Kevin was there, and I just wanted to get in front of Burke for a screen or something. And I don't know if I tipped it or not. I think I might have got a little bit of it, and it came right back to me as I was off balance, and I just got it between the legs.
What's this win mean to the hockey club?
It's a big win, you know. It's one game. We don't want to get too cocky, I guess the word you could say. We've been playing some good hockey as of late. Yeah, you know, we'll enjoy it for a day or two, and you know, it's going to be another big game here the next game, and we want to win that one too and going home.
Home ice advantage means a lot.
Well, it does to a point. I think teams have proved in the past. It does and it doesn't. You know, we don't want to get too carried away. We know we got the home ice advantage, but same situation happened last year with Philadelphia, and they came back. So we don't want to give up any games or any situations. We want to come out and work hard, and hopefully we can seal 2 in here.
We can't overlook the 2 goals you scored in the first period. A couple of big goals, less than a minute apart, and it really kind of set the tone for the Capitals.
Well, Mike really is unfortunate. He got hurt. The first goal I just wrapped around and caught Burke off guard, I think, and the second one, the 2-on-1, Mike gave me another great pass, and I just tried to get it 5-hole between the goalie's legs, and again, I was fortunate enough to get it there.
Dino, again, congratulations. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Dino Ciccarelli, our star of the game, 3-goal hat trick, including the game winner in overtime. And let's go back upstairs now to Mike Fornes and Al Koken.
All right, Jeff, thanks very much. You know, the Devils were looking to Stastny. The Devils were looking to Burke. The Devils were looking to Fetisov and Kasatonov. The Caps looked at Dino Ciccarelli, and boy, did they get it in a big fashion from him tonight.
Well, you've got to have a hot scorer in the playoffs, and Ciccarelli was getting hot as the season wound down. The question was, could he carry it over? He's been a dangerous man in the playoffs in years past, and boy, did he pay off tonight. What a huge effort to get the Capitals in that good feeling. Then when everything was going New Jersey's way, he finished the Devils off, and now the Capitals are in the driver's seat in this round.
The Arsenio Hall Show is coming up in its entirety. Dino Ciccarelli will not be a guest on it, but he should be. That's the story from the Meadowlands tonight. Capitals 5, Devils 4. Until next time, this is Mike Fornes for Al Koken and Jeff Rimmer saying thanks for watching and so long from the Meadowlands of New Jersey. Be sure to be with WDCA Saturday night for Game 2 of the Patrick Division semifinals. The Caps will again be playing here at the Meadowlands against the Devils live at 7:30. See it right here on WDCA. Kuppenheimer is the official clothier of the Washington Capitals announce crew, providing our announcers' wardrobe on WDCA. Kuppenheimer is America's #1 value in clothing for men. The executive producer of WDCA Sports is Marty Corwin. Washington Capitals hockey is produced by Bill Brown.